Are you constantly stressed about money while pursuing your education? A staggering 68% of students graduate with debt averaging $37,000, yet less than 3% have tried these proven online side hustles. Today, we're addressing this financial imbalance head-on. By the end of this video, you'll have a complete 90-day roadmap to earning your first $10,000 online, broken down week by week, so you know exactly what to do and when to do it. These practical strategies can transform your financial situation, whether you're struggling to pay tuition, cover living expenses, or simply want to graduate debt-free and financially secure. The reality check. Why students need side hustles in 2025. What if I told you the average student is graduating with more debt than ever, but has access to more money-making opportunities than any generation before? It's the ultimate economic plot twist of 2025. Student loan debt has reached an all-time high of $1.78 trillion. Yes, trillion with a T. While the average graduate is walking away with over $37,000 in loans. That's like buying a brand new car, except instead of getting a vehicle, you get a piece of paper and monthly payments that follow you for decades. The same digital revolution that's brought us TikTok dances and endless streaming options has created a massive opportunity gap that most students aren't aware of. While your parents' generation had to physically show up somewhere to make money, you can literally turn your laptop into a money-making machine from your dorm room, campus library, or that coffee shop with the questionable Wi-Fi. The economic landscape for students in 2025 is brutally challenging. Tuition costs have outpaced inflation by 3.2x over the last decade. Housing costs near major universities have jumped 43% in just 5 years. A single semester's textbooks can cost more than a round-trip flight to Europe. Meanwhile, traditional financial aid covers a smaller percentage of these costs, leaving students with a growing gap to fill. Inflation has hit students particularly hard by disproportionately affecting student essentials. Food costs in college towns are up 28%. Transportation has increased 32%. That cup of coffee keeping you alive during finals week has nearly doubled in price since 2020. Your spending power is shrinking while your expenses are ballooning, a financial squeeze that's become the new normal. This financial pressure has made building income streams while studying an absolute necessity. Yet, traditional part-time jobs are increasingly problematic. Campus jobs with flexible hours are overwhelmed with applicants. Retail and food service positions pay less in real terms than 10 years ago when adjusted for inflation. Their rigid schedules often conflict directly with the classes you're paying thousands to attend. Consider the classic campus job, working in the university bookstore or cafeteria for $12 to $15 an hour with a manager who doesn't care about your exam schedule. Now compare that to freelance writing at $25 to $50 an hour on your own schedule, or managing someone's social media for $20 to $30 an hour between classes. The math is in a completely different universe. Take Emma, a junior at Michigan State who was working 20 hours a week at the campus coffee shop while drowning in student debt. After switching to virtual assistant work, she now makes more money in 10 hours a week than she used to in 20, all while maintaining her GPA. Or consider Marcus, a community college student in Arizona who started doing basic graphic design for local businesses and now makes enough to cover his tuition each semester while working entirely on his own schedule. Neither Emma nor Marcus had special connections or extraordinary talents. They simply recognized that online side hustles offered a better return on their time than traditional employment. A recent survey found that students with online side hustles earn an average of 2.7x more per hour than those with traditional part-time jobs. What makes the next 90 days particularly special is that we're in a unique window of opportunity in the digital economy. Companies are increasingly comfortable hiring remote workers for project-based work. The explosion of AI tools has created massive efficiency advantages for anyone willing to learn them. And the skills gap, the difference between what employers need and what the workforce can provide, is at an all-time high for digital skills. This skills gap is your golden ticket. Companies are desperate for people who can manage their social media, write their content, design their graphics, and handle their customer service. They're paying premium rates for these services because they can't find enough qualified people. And the barrier to entry for becoming qualified is lower than it's ever been. That's why I've developed a three-phase framework specifically designed to help students capitalize on this opportunity. In Phase 1, we'll focus on quick cash skills, abilities you already have or can develop in days that can start generating income immediately. These are the foundational skills that get money flowing while requiring minimal upfront investment. Phase 2 centers on high-demand digital skills worth $50 to $100 per hour. These take a bit longer to develop, but command rates that can transform your financial situation in weeks rather than months. We're talking about specialized abilities that businesses are desperate for, but traditional education isn't producing fast enough. Finally, Phase 3 introduces passive income streams that continue generating revenue even when you're sleeping, studying, or enjoying your life. This is where true financial freedom begins, when your income is no longer directly tied to the hours you work. I can already hear the objections forming. I don't have enough time between classes and studying. But that's exactly why this approach works. It's designed to generate maximum income in minimal time, unlike traditional jobs that demand rigid hours for minimal pay. Students following this framework typically start with just 5 to 10 hours per week and scale up as their hourly rate increases. Or perhaps you're thinking, I don't have any skills I could possibly sell. This is the most common misconception I hear. The truth is, you already have marketable abilities, you just haven't recognized them as such. If you can write a coherent essay for class, you can write content for businesses. If you can create a decent PowerPoint presentation, you already have basic design skills. If you can navigate social media for personal use, you're halfway to managing it professionally. Think about Jane, a history major who assumed her analytical skills had no market value. She started summarizing research articles for busy professionals and now makes $30 per hour working whenever it fits her schedule. Or Alex, who turned his hobby of making Instagram posts for his hiking trips into a social media management business that pays more than his previous summer internship. The realistic timeline for going from $0 to $3,000 per month starts with understanding today's opportunity landscape. In the first 30 days, you can reasonably expect to generate $500 to $1,000 through quick cash skills. By day 60, as you develop higher value skills and improve your positioning, that can grow to $1,500 to $2,000. And by day 90, with the addition of passive income streams and refinement of your service offerings, reaching $3,000 per month is entirely achievable. This isn't about getting rich overnight. This is about leveraging the genuine economic opportunities that exist right now in 2025 to create sustainable income streams that support your education and set you up for long-term financial success. Phase 1, days 1 to 30 quick cash skills anyone can start this week. That flexibility is exactly why Phase 1 of our 90-day plan focuses on what I call quick cash skills. The money-making abilities you already have but probably didn't know were worth actual dollars. These aren't fancy certifications or years-long learning curves. They're simple skills that businesses are paying serious money for right now, even to complete beginners. In today's online economy, most students possess marketable skills they use daily without realizing their monetary value. While you're writing papers, organizing schedules, posting on social media, and handling digital tasks, businesses are actively searching for people to pay for these exact services. The most common mistake students make is severely undervaluing their capabilities. The market doesn't care about your student status. It only cares whether you can solve a specific problem. And you absolutely can. Let's explore the top quick cash skills you can monetize immediately. Content writing. Every business needs written content, blog posts, product descriptions, email newsletters, but most business owners lack time or writing skills. If you can write coherent sentences for school papers, you're already qualified. Beginning rates on platforms like Upwork and Fiverr range from $20 to $35 per hour, with specialized niches paying even more. Riley, a sophomore at UC San Diego, turned her everyday writing skills into a revenue stream. I charged $25 for 500-word blog posts when I started. Within 3 weeks, I had regular clients ordering 4 to 5 posts weekly, over $500 monthly for work between classes. A data entry. Companies constantly need information organized, transferred between systems, or cleaned up. This requires basic computer skills and attention to detail, perfect for students accustomed to organizing academic information. Platforms like Clickworker offer small tasks completed in minutes, while direct client work through Fiverr can pay $15 to $20 per hour. At virtual assistants, small business owners and entrepreneurs need help with scheduling, email management, research, and administrative tasks. The flexibility allows you to schedule around classes instead of working fixed hours. Beginning VAs earn $18 to $25 per hour, with rates increasing as you develop specialized skills in particular software or industries. Social media management. This skill is like a hidden treasure in your daily routine. You intuitively understand what works on these platforms, knowledge many business owners lack. Creating content calendars, scheduling posts, and engaging with followers can earn $20 to $30 per hour. Zach, a junior at Ohio State, shared, I manage Instagram accounts for 3 local restaurants, spending about 5 hours weekly creating and scheduling posts for $400 monthly. The owners are thrilled because their engagement has doubled. Customer service. Companies hire remote representatives to handle chat support, email inquiries, and phone calls. These positions offer flexible hours and pay $16 to $22 per hour for entry-level work, providing steady, predictable income compared to project-based freelancing. For finding opportunities in 2025, several platforms stand out. Upwork remains the largest freelance marketplace, now offering a rising talent designation for newcomers. Fiverr excels for packaged services with clear deliverables. Contra has emerged as a commission-free alternative with less competition. For hands-off gig work, TaskRabbit has expanded its virtual offerings, while specialized platforms like Rev connect beginners with steady streams of small jobs. The portfolio building hack that accelerates your journey. Create showcase pieces before approaching clients. For writers, craft 2 to 3 sample blog posts in popular niches. For social media managers, develop a mock content calendar for an imaginary business. Virtual assistants can detail organization systems they've created. Jenna, a part-time Portland Community College student, explained, I created sample email newsletters for 3 business types I wanted to work with. I included screenshots in my profile, and suddenly I was getting inquiries. My first client said, I don't care that you haven't done this professionally. I can see you know what you're doing. When creating profiles that convert clients, specificity wins. Instead of being a generic virtual assistant, become the academic calendar organization specialist who helps professors streamline semester planning. Your profile should answer, what specific problem do you solve? Who exactly do you solve it for? What results can they expect? Profile photos significantly impact perceived professionalism and rates clients will pay. Invest 20 minutes in creating a simple headshot against a neutral background. Just good lighting and a steady camera are needed. In 2025, AI tools can multiply your output while maintaining quality. Content writers use tools like Jasper and Claude for research and outlines. Social media managers leverage Canva's AI to create graphic variations quickly. Virtual assistants use TextBlaze and ChatGPT to automate repetitive tasks. Alex, a part-time Arizona State student, explained, I use AI to help write first drafts for blog clients. I still heavily edit everything, but I can produce 3 articles in the time it took to write one. My hourly rate effectively tripled. Transparency is key. Clients typically don't mind AI assistance if the final product meets their needs. The ethical approach uses these tools to enhance efficiency, not replace judgment or creativity. For 2025 rates, beginning content writers charge 5 to 10 cents per word, with experienced niche writers commanding 15 to 25 cents. Virtual assistants start at $18 to $25 hourly, increasing to $30 to $40 with specialization. Social media packages typically start around $300 to $500 monthly for a single platform, with multi-platform services ranging from $700 to $1,200. The smartest approach is starting with one skill on one platform. Master the basics, secure your first clients and reviews, then expand. Trying to launch multiple services simultaneously across different platforms often leads to burnout without gaining traction anywhere. Pricing strategy. How to charge what you're actually worth. While mastering one skill on one platform is the smart way to start, there's a hidden factor that determines whether you'll make pocket change or serious money. Most student freelancers chronically undercharge by 50 to 70% compared to what clients are actually willing to pay. The pricing strategy you choose literally makes the difference between a side hustle and a side business. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. You're probably charging way too little for your services. I've seen countless students settle for $10 an hour when they could easily be making $30, $40, or even $50 for the exact same work. This is about understanding what your skills are truly worth in today's market. The biggest mistake students make is focusing on hourly rates instead of value-based pricing. When a local business hires you to manage their Instagram, they care about getting more customers through their doors, not how many hours you work. If your work brings them an extra $2,000 in monthly revenue, they won't fuss over whether you charge $200 or $500 for that service. They're still profiting significantly. Value-based pricing shifts your mindset from selling time to selling outcomes. A well-written sales page might take you 3 hours to create, but if it generates $10,000 in sales for your client, charging just $50 makes no sense. Clients care far more about results than your resume. They prefer a beginner who delivers great work over an experienced professional who delivers mediocrity. Interestingly, charging too little actually makes clients trust you less. When customers see two virtual assistants, one charging $12 per hour and another charging $30 per hour, they assume the higher-priced one is more competent. Sophia, a sophomore at University of Washington, experienced this directly. I was charging $15 per hour for social media work and kept getting the most demanding clients who texted me at all hours. When I raised my rates to $35 per hour, not only did I make more money, but the quality of my clients completely changed. They respected my boundaries and valued my input more. The 3-tier pricing strategy works brilliantly for beginners to implement higher pricing without scaring away clients. Think of it like a restaurant menu with 3 meal options. Most diners skip both the cheapest and most expensive options, landing comfortably in the middle. Here's how to structure your tiers. 1. Basic package. Core service at a rate already higher than your typical charge. 2. Mid-tier package. Basic service plus valuable extras for about 30 to 50% more. 3. Premium package. Everything plus exclusive features at roughly double your basic rate. Most clients avoid the budget basic option, but rarely splurge for the premium package unless they need all features. They typically select the middle option, which is already significantly higher than what you would have charged with a single price point. Jamal, a computer science major at Georgia Tech, applied this approach to web development. I used to charge a flat $500 for a basic website. When I switched to offering 3 packages, $750 for basic, $1,200 for standard, and $2,000 for premium, most clients started picking the $1,200 option. My income literally doubled overnight without working more hours. Tier pricing gives clients a feeling of choice and control. Rather than saying yes or no to your price, they're selecting the service level that fits their needs and budget. For existing clients, raise prices gradually. First, inform them that your rates for new clients have increased. About a month later, let them know you're implementing a rate increase for all clients, but they'll receive a smaller increase than new clients. Try this script. Hi, client name. I wanted to let you know that due to increasing demand, my standard rate for service is now $X per hour/project. As a valued existing client, I'm offering you a grandfathered rate of $Y, which is below my new standard rate. This new rate will take effect on date, at least 30 days out. Please let me know if you have any questions. Most clients will respect you for valuing your work. Those who push back are usually the same ones already giving you headaches at your lower rate. The results-first positioning approach helps students overcome concerns about lack of experience. Focus your pitch on specific results rather than qualifications. Instead of "I'm a content writer with 6 months of experience," say, "I create blog posts that rank on the first page of Google and drive qualified traffic to your website." Taylor, a junior at Michigan State, landed high-paying graphic design clients this way. I stopped mentioning that I was a student or self-taught. Instead, I focused my portfolio on showcasing the results my designs generated, like a 35% increase in click-through rates for one client's emails. Suddenly, no one cared about my credentials. When discussing rates, confidence is crucial. State your rate clearly, then pause. Don't justify or backpedal. If clients push back, understand their budget concerns, and adjust the scope of work rather than your rate. What should you charge? Here are realistic benchmarks for students with some experience. Content writing, 12 to 20 cents per word, $120 to $200 for 1,000 words. Virtual assistants, $25 to $40 per hour. Social media management, $500 to $700 monthly, single platform. $900 to $1,500, multi-platform. Graphic design, $300 to $500 for logo design, $200 to $350 for social media templates. Web development, $1,000 to $2,500 for basic websites, $3,000 to $7,000 for complex sites. These are starting points, not ceiling prices. As your portfolio grows, your rates should increase. One final tip: track and quantify your results. If your social media management increased engagement by 45%, or your email campaigns generated $3,000 in sales, document these wins. These specific metrics become powerful tools for attracting new clients and justifying rate increases with existing ones. 5. Phase 2, days 31 to 60 high-demand digital skills worth $50 to $100 per hour. Those metrics that justify higher rates? They're about to get way more impressive. What if I told you there are digital skills so valuable right now that companies are paying premium rates to basically anyone who can demonstrate even entry-level competence? We're talking about skills where the demand has so dramatically outpaced the supply that businesses are willing to overlook traditional requirements like degrees or years of experience just to find someone, anyone, who can help them solve their problems. This is where Phase 2 of our 90-day plan comes in. Days 31 to 60 are all about leveling up from those quick cash skills into high-leverage digital abilities that command serious money. The digital economy moves too fast for traditional education to keep up, creating this perfect opportunity window for students willing to put in focused effort over just 30 days. Let's be real about the contrast. The traditional path tells you, spend 4 years getting a degree, then 2 years getting experience, then maybe you'll make decent money. But the accelerated skill acquisition approach flips that model on its head. With 4 to 6 weeks of focused learning, you can develop enough practical skill to start charging $50 to $100 per hour in fields where companies are desperate for talent. Let's break down the top 5 skills that are absolute gold mines in 2025, starting with the foundation and building toward more specialized applications. First up, coding. Specifically Python for data applications, JavaScript for web development, and Swift for iOS apps. Python developers with just 6 weeks of practice are landing $60 per hour gigs building automation tools for businesses. Take Alex, who learned Python through Harvard's CS50P course on edX. After focusing on pandas for data analysis, he built a simple inventory management system for a local retailer that saved them 15 hours of manual work weekly. He charged $750 for the project that took him 12 hours, $62.50 per hour after just weeks of learning. Building on coding fundamentals, graphic design with a focus on UI/UX for digital products forms our second layer. Companies are paying $75 to $90 per hour for designers who understand conversion principles. Sarah, a marketing student, spent 5 weeks learning Figma and conversion-focused design. She redesigned a local law firm's website with clear explanations of her conversion improvements. The result? Their lead generation increased 34%, and she earned $85 per hour for her expertise in designing interfaces that convert visitors into customers. The third skill builds on visual communication, advanced video editing for short-form content. With TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts dominating attention spans, businesses need editors who create scroll-stopping content. Video editors focusing on short-form business content charge $65 to $85 per hour. Marcus mastered CapCut in just 3 weeks and specialized in creating hooks and pattern interrupts for educational content. A local fitness studio hired him to create their social media content, paying $400 per video that takes him about 5 hours each, $80 per hour. Our fourth skill amplifies content through digital marketing, specializing in either email automation or paid social media advertising. Companies pay $70 to $100 per hour for someone who can set up email sequences that convert or manage ad campaigns with positive ROI. Mia focused exclusively on email marketing automation for Shopify stores. After 6 weeks learning Klaviyo, she created 3 abandoned cart email sequences. A small skincare brand paid her $900 for setting up their email flows. $75 per hour with minimal experience, but maximum impact. The 5th skill completes our digital ecosystem. Data analysis that translates numbers into business recommendations. Companies are drowning in data, but starving for insights. Analysts who use Excel, Power BI, or basic SQL to provide actionable recommendations command $60 to $90 per hour. Jordan spent 4 weeks learning Power BI through Microsoft's free training. He helped local businesses visualize sales data, with his first client paying $650 for a dashboard that took about 8 hours. Over $80 per hour after less than a month of learning. The portfolios that landed these high-paying gigs weren't elaborate. Jordan's consisted of just 2 data visualization projects using public datasets with clear business insights. Mia's showcased 3 email sequences with specific conversion metrics. Both demonstrated the ability to solve specific high-value business problems. Each skill has particularly lucrative niches where demand dramatically exceeds supply. In coding, building custom integrations between business platforms like Shopify and Salesforce pays $85 to $110 per hour. For design, creating conversion-focused landing pages commands $800 to $1,200 per page. With video editing, educational content with engaging visual demonstrations pays $100 plus hourly. In marketing, automation systems that deliver personalized customer journeys earn $5,000 to $8,000 per project. For data analysis, connecting user behavior to financial outcomes charges $90 to $120 hourly. The growth projections for these skills are staggering. Python developers are seeing 26% annual growth in demand with average rates of $65 to $95 per hour. UI/UX designers focused on conversion are experiencing 32% growth with rates of $75 to $110 hourly. Short-form video editors top the charts at 41% growth with rates from $60 to $85 per hour. Email specialists are growing at 28% with $70 to $90 hourly rates, while data analysts with visualization skills see 24% growth earning $65 to $95 per hour. These skills become even more valuable when stacked. Combining data analysis with visualization pushes rates above $100 per hour. Merging video editing with digital marketing creates a super valuable skill set for social media growth. The transferability across industries makes these skills particularly valuable. Whether a company sells physical products, digital services, or B2B solutions, they all need these same core client acquisition. Landing your first $1,000 without cold pitching. Having transferable skills across industries is fantastic, but there's still that awkward moment of truth. How do you actually get someone to pay you? Most students get this completely backward, spending hours crafting desperate messages that vanish into the void of ignored DMs. There's a smarter approach that flips the traditional client hunting method on its head, and it's called magnetic positioning. The traditional mass pitching approach puts you at a severe disadvantage. On platforms like Upwork, clients receive 15 to 30 pitches daily. Without testimonials, your message competes against established freelancers with impressive portfolios. You're essentially shouting in a crowded concert where everyone else has amplification. Magnetic positioning transforms this dynamic. You create systems that attract clients to you, like setting up a lemonade stand on a hot day rather than going door to door. You become the solution people actively seek out. The foundation is a 3-platform strategy creating an inbound client pipeline. Portfolio platform, Behance, Dribble, personal website optimized for client search terms. Instead of John's video editing work, use YouTube growth-focused video editor, retention-optimized content. Social platform, choose one where your clients actually are. LinkedIn works best for B2B, while Instagram or TikTok suit creative services. Post consistently twice weekly on your chosen platform. Community platform, Reddit, Facebook groups, Discord. Forums become a helpful resource by answering questions without pitching. Ellie from UC Berkeley exemplifies this approach. She spent 2 weeks answering email marketing questions in a small business Facebook group. By week 3, business owners were messaging her directly for help. She secured 3 clients worth $2,400 without a single cold pitch. Michael, a finance student at NYU, faced repeated rejection with traditional pitching. After switching to magnetic positioning in a Reddit community for startups, he commented thoughtfully on financial challenges for 2 weeks straight. When a founder posted about fundraising troubles, Michael's detailed response led to a $3,500 consulting project, his first major client. Content seeding makes magnetic positioning effective. Create helpful content addressing specific pain points with quick-win solutions while showcasing your expertise. A graphic designer might share 3 simple design fixes that make your Instagram posts look professional, with before/after examples. Educational content generates 3 times more leads than promotional content. Your portfolio pieces should highlight business results, not just technical skills. Include the client problem, your solution process, and measurable results. Instead of logo design for XYZ company, say brand identity refresh that increased social media engagement by 40%. Jason, a marketing major at Florida State, created a mock email campaign for a local coffee shop. When he showed it to the owner asking to use it in his portfolio, the owner hired him on the spot for $750 to implement it. Case studies become powerful conversion tools when starting out. Use a simple template, client background/challenge, your approach/solution, and measurable results with testimonials when available. Even with 0 clients, you can create effective case studies by doing free work for strategic clients or developing detailed hypothetical scenarios. Aiden, a sophomore at Arizona State, created a detailed marketing plan for his local gym. This hypothetical case study demonstrated such clear understanding that the owner reached out to implement his ideas, becoming his first paying client. Follow-up systems often determine success with interested prospects. Develop a non-desperate sequence adding value at each touchpoint. 1. Send a personalized note with a relevant resource within 24 hours. 2. Share similar work examples 3 days later. 3. Send a no-pressure check-in a week after that. Sophia, a part-time University of Washington student, turned a lukewarm lead into a $2,800 project by sending a quick video breakdown of their website with 3 improvement suggestions. Without asking for the job, she delivered value, and the client hired her the next day. For time management, focus on side hustles with these characteristics. Asynchronous communication, deadline-based deliverables, and batch-workable tasks. Content writing, graphic design, and video editing work well for students because they fit into random schedule blocks. Successful strategies include a dedicated work blocks, 3 to 4 hour chunks twice weekly. Clearly defined client communication windows. Sunday planning sessions for upcoming deliverables. Ryan, a pre-med student at Michigan earning $2,000 monthly from graphic design, uses a 3-2-2 schedule, 3 hours on Tuesday and Thursday evenings, plus 2 weekend blocks. By communicating this upfront and delivering consistently, he maintains perfect client satisfaction despite limited availability. Magnetic positioning creates momentum. Each new client provides potential referrals and testimonials, making subsequent client acquisition easier. While cold pitching requires the same effort for each prospect, an inbound pipeline becomes more efficient over time, allowing you to raise rates and be selective about projects. Sarah, an international relations major, struggled for months with traditional pitching. After implementing magnetic positioning through targeted LinkedIn content about international business translation, a CEO commented on her post. 3 days later, Sarah had her first $1,800 contract, and a testimonial that led to 2 more clients within a month. This perfectly illustrates how magnetic positioning transforms the freelance journey from constant rejection to continuous opportunity. Phase 3, days 61 to 90 building passive income streams that scale. Your freelance skills have built you a nice income stream, but let's be real, you're still basically renting out your time. What if instead of constantly hunting for the next project, you could build something once and get paid for it hundreds of times over? The difference between good money and life-changing money often comes down to breaking free from the hours for dollars trap. This is where phase 3 of our 90-day plan comes in. Creating systems that make money while you're in class, sleeping, or binge-watching your favorite show. Passive income is about front-loading your work now so you can reap the benefits later. Think of it like planting seeds. You put in work up front, then harvest repeatedly. Most students never make it to this phase because they burn out in the constant hustle of client work. They're too busy fulfilling orders to create something that works without them. The exciting part? The skills you've already developed in phases 1 and 2 are the exact foundation you need to build these income streams. Let's break down the 3 passive income models that are most accessible to students in 2025. Digital products have the highest profit margins since there's essentially zero cost to deliver each additional sale. Templates, online courses, ebooks, presets, or software tools all fit this category. Hannah, a junior studying marketing at UCLA, packaged her social media planning system into a $37 template bundle. I spent about 2 weeks creating it, she told me. But now it sells 15 to 20 copies every month without any additional work from me. That's an extra $600 plus while I sleep. Print on demand lets you create physical products without inventory or shipping headaches. Companies like Printful or Printify manufacture and ship your designs only when orders come in. Tyrell, a sophomore at Rutgers, created a line of phone cases featuring his original artwork. I uploaded 25 designs in 1 weekend, he shared. And now I make around $800 monthly in pure profit because I'm not dealing with inventory or shipping anything myself. Affiliate marketing involves recommending products and earning a commission when people purchase through your link. This works best when you've built some kind of audience. Zoe, a computer science student at Georgia Tech, created a YouTube channel reviewing programming tools and earns $1,200 monthly from affiliate commissions. The key is focusing on high-ticket software that companies pay good commissions for, she explained. A single sale can earn me $100 to $200. How do you decide which model fits you best? Consider 3 factors: your existing skills, time availability, and startup preferences. If you're already creating content for clients, digital products are a natural extension. Writers can create templates or premium newsletters. Designers can sell UI kits or Canva templates. Developers can package code snippets or create simple tools. If you enjoy creating visual content but want to avoid customer service, print on demand might be your sweet spot. Your designs work around the clock with no inventory or shipping concerns. If you're great at explaining things and have even a small following, affiliate marketing can generate surprising income. Focus on products that align with your audience's needs and offer generous commissions. Before investing weeks creating something, validate your idea. You only need to find 10 to 30 people who actively want your solution. Kiera, an English major at Penn State, created a simple 5-page guide on academic writing for $7 before building her full course. When 23 people bought it in the first week, I knew I had something people wanted, she said. That gave me the confidence to create the full $197 course, which now generates about $3,000 monthly during peak academic seasons. Once you've validated your idea, set up systems to handle sales and delivery automatically. For digital products, platforms like Gumroad, Podia, or Sendall process payments and deliver files. Marcus, a finance major at University of Texas, created an Excel budget template that sold over 900 copies. The system is completely hands-off, he explained. Someone buys it, and Gumroad handles everything. I literally do nothing except check my sales dashboard occasionally. For print on demand, connecting your store to fulfillment services automates the entire process. Alicia, an art student at RISD, connected her Etsy shop to Printify for custom-designed planners. Once I set up the integration, it became completely passive, she shared. Orders flow from Etsy to Printify, they print and ship directly to my customers, and I just collect the profit margin. For affiliate marketing, link management tools help track performance and route visitors to the right offers. Devin, a communications major at Arizona State, built a website comparing streaming services that earns $1,800 monthly. The whole site is basically on autopilot, he said. I update the comparisons quarterly, but otherwise it runs itself. Let's talk pricing. Digital products typically fall into 3 tiers. Low-ticket items, $7 to $47, like templates or cheat sheets serve as entry points, solving specific problems quickly. Mid-ticket offers, $97 to $297, like comprehensive guides provide more complete solutions. High-ticket products, $497-$2,000+, like full courses generate substantially more revenue per sale. Create a value ladder that starts with affordable products and leads customers toward higher ticket solutions. Jasmine, a psychology student at University of Michigan, started with a $17 study guide template that fed into her $197 exam preparation system. About 20% of people who buy the template eventually upgrade to the full system, she explained. The freedom this creates is transformative. Imagine waking up to sales notifications instead of client deadlines. Your time becomes truly yours again. For platform selection, Etsy works well for digital templates due to its built-in search traffic. Podia and Teachable are better for courses. For software tools, Gumroad or your own website with Stripe typically works best. Marketing is where many passive income streams fail. You don't need massive campaigns. You need strategic visibility where your ideal customers already hang out. Elijah, a computer science student at NYU, created a Chrome extension for organizing GitHub projects. He identified 3 subreddits and 2 Discord communities where users discussed organization problems. I genuinely participated in discussions and only mentioned my tool when it was directly relevant, he clarified. This targeted approach led to over 2,000 downloads in the first month and steady premium upgrades. This minimum viable marketing approach focuses on depth rather than breadth. Being extremely helpful in a few targeted communities builds more trust than shallow visibility everywhere. The flexibility this gives you compounds over time. Each system you build creates more space to build the next one. Financial management, turning side hustle money into lasting wealth. Now that you've built the passive income machine, there's a dirty little secret nobody talks about. 70% of side hustlers end up with nothing to show for their hard work. The money comes in and mysteriously disappears without building any actual wealth. Sound familiar? You're not alone. Most college entrepreneurs crushing it on Upwork or selling digital products are financial disasters behind the scenes. They're making good money, but somehow still broke by month's end. Here's the truth. Making money is actually the easy part compared to keeping it, growing it, and turning it into something that actually changes your life. Having cash flow without a system to manage it is like having a leaky bucket. No matter how much water you pour in, it never fills up. But don't worry, I'm about to show you the stupidly simple system that takes just 10 minutes a week to transform your side hustle cash into actual wealth. Let's start with the biggest money mistake student entrepreneurs make: treating all their income as spending money. You see that $500 payment hit your account from a client project, and boom, suddenly there's a new iPad or weekend trip on your radar. Listen, I get it. After working hard, it feels awesome to treat yourself. But this is exactly how side hustle money vanishes into thin air, leaving you on the same financial treadmill month after month. Instead, I want you to adopt what I call the profit-first system, specifically redesigned for side hustlers. The moment money lands in your account, immediately split it into 4 separate buckets. 30% for taxes, a 10% for operating expenses, 50% for personal income, 10% for profit/reinvestment. This might sound super basic, but it's literally the difference between side hustlers who build wealth and those who don't. Let's break down how this works in real life. Say you land a $1,000 project designing a website. The moment that payment hits your account, you'll move $300 into a dedicated tax savings account, $100 into an account for business expenses, $500 into your personal spending account, and $100 into a profit/reinvestment account. By physically separating the money, you plug the leaks in your financial bucket, preventing the money in, money out cycle that traps most side hustlers. Speaking of taxes, this is where so many students get absolutely wrecked. When you're earning money through freelancing or digital products, nobody's withholding taxes from your paychecks. That means Uncle Sam is still expecting his cut, but it's completely on you to set that money aside. As a self-employed individual, you're responsible for both income tax and self-employment tax, about 15.3%. That's why setting aside 30% of everything you earn is crucial. Important tax note: if you're making over $1,000 per quarter, you likely need to make quarterly estimated tax payments, January 15th, April 15th, June 15th, and September 15th. Missing these can result in penalties, even if you pay everything by April 15th. Now, let's talk about tracking multiple income streams without losing your mind. The simplest approach is using a 2-account system plus tracking software. Set up a dedicated business checking account where all your side hustle income goes first, before you distribute it to your various buckets. This separation makes tracking income infinitely easier and gives you a clean paper trail for tax purposes. For software, you don't need some complex accounting system. A simple spreadsheet works great when you're starting out. Once you're consistently making over $2,000 monthly, consider upgrading to user-friendly platforms like Wave, Free, or FreshBooks. Starts around $15 per month. Let me introduce you to the financial habit that transformed my own side hustle, the weekly money hour. Every Sunday evening, take 10 minutes to review all your incoming payments, categorize any business expenses, and check your balances across accounts. Then spend 5 minutes forecasting the upcoming week. This tiny habit consistently practiced will put you ahead of 95% of side hustlers financially. Now for the part that really accelerates your financial growth, strategically reinvesting your profits. Remember that 10% profit/reinvestment bucket? This money should be working to either grow your business or build your wealth. For business reinvestment, focus on purchases that directly increase your earning capacity, equipment upgrades, advanced courses, or tools that let you serve more clients in less time. Once your business investments are covered, shift focus to building personal wealth. Start with creating an emergency fund that covers 3 to 6 months of expenses. Next, consider opening a Roth IRA and maxing out your yearly contribution, $6,500 as of now for those under 50. After these are handled, look into index fund investing for additional savings. A simple S&P 500 index fund has historically returned around 10% annually over the long term. Let me share a quick example. Mia, a psychology major at UCLA, started making about $1,200 monthly from her virtual assistant's business. Following the percentage system religiously, she saved enough in her reinvestment bucket to purchase advanced project management software and hire a part-time virtual assistant. This doubled her capacity to serve clients without doubling her hours. Within 3 months, her income jumped to $3,500 monthly, while actually working fewer hours herself. Automation is another secret weapon for managing side hustle finances. Set up automatic transfers that move money to your tax, expense, personal, and profit accounts when payments arrive. For tax deductions, use receipt tracking apps like Expensify that let you snap photos of business expenses on the go. If you have a dedicated home office space used exclusively for your business, you can deduct a portion of your rent, utilities, and internet expenses, potentially saving $1,000 plus annually in taxes. The compound effect of proper financial management is powerful. If you earn $2,000 monthly from your side hustle and consistently invest 10%, $200, into index funds earning 8% annual return, after 10 years you'll have over $36,000, assuming your income never increases. Compare that to the typical side hustler who spends everything they make, ending up with nothing after the same 10 years except memories of things they no longer use. The habits you're building now will compound over your lifetime. Students who implement these financial management practices don't just end up with more money. They develop a relationship with money that creates genuine financial freedom. That's the whole point, having your money work for you so you can design the life you actually want. The 90-day implementation blueprint, week-by-week action steps. Designing the life you want requires more than just good money habits. It demands a strategic implementation plan with clear milestones. Ever notice how some side hustlers seem to make progress at warp speed while others stay stuck for months? The difference isn't luck or talent. It's following a proven week-by-week system that eliminates the guesswork and builds unstoppable momentum. Today, I'm breaking down the exact 90-day blueprint that's helped hundreds of my students transform from financial stress to hitting that $10,000 milestone. I get it. When you see this massive transformation ahead of you, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. You open 20 browser tabs, sign up for 7 different platforms, and end up paralyzed before earning your first dollar. This blueprint breaks down exactly what to focus on each week, eliminating confusion and wasted time on low-impact activities. Month 1, establishing your quick cash foundation. Week 1, skill selection and portfolio creation. Days 1 to 3, audit existing skills and choose one with market demand. Days 4, Select your primary platform, Upwork, Fiverr, or specialized marketplace. Days 5 to 7. Create 2 to 3 portfolio pieces showcasing your capabilities. Week 2. Professional presence. Monday. Set up simple website and consistent branding. Tuesday through Thursday. Optimize freelance profiles with conversion principles. Friday. Apply to 5 to 7 relevant jobs or post your first gig offerings. Weekend. Create templates for proposals and client communications. Week 3. Gaining traction. Daily. Apply to 3 to 5 relevant opportunities using personalized proposals. Midweek. Schedule at least 2 client calls. Friday. Reflect and adjust your outreach strategy. Weekend goal. Land your first paying client. Week 4. Systems and workflows. Create standard operating procedures for client work. Dedicate 30 minutes daily to skill refinement. Implement a client tracking system. Income target. $500 to $1,000 with 2 to 3 active clients. Month 2. Client acquisition and high-demand skill development. Week 5. Dual track approach. Mornings. 45 to 60 minutes learning your high-demand skill. Afternoons. Client work and outreach. Weekend. Complete foundational skill training and create first practice project. Week 6. Increasing rates and visibility. Monday. Increase rates for new clients by 15 to 25%. Tuesday through Thursday. Share valuable insights in 2 to 3 online communities. Friday. Create and publish your first case study. Weekend. Set up a simple client referral system. Week 7. Specialization and positioning. Days 1 to 3. Refine services to focus on your profitable niche. Days 4 to 5. Update all profiles to reflect specialized positioning. Weekend. Create a minimum viable portfolio in your high-demand skill. Week 8. Bridge week. Monday through Wednesday. Create a simple lead generation system. Thursday. Package your high-demand skill with 3-tier pricing. Friday. Soft launch this service to your existing network. Income target. $1,500 to $2,000 from combined skills. Month 3. Scaling services and launching passive income. Week 9. Audit and optimization. Monday. Analyze highest return activities and clients. Tuesday through Thursday. Phase out low-value work. Friday. Implement one-time saving automation. Weekend. Map out your first passive income product. Week 10. Passive income validation. Monday through Wednesday. Outline your digital product concept. Thursday. Create a landing page with email signups. Friday. Collect feedback from 5 to 10 potential customers. Weekend. Refine idea and begin creating minimum viable version. Week 11. Service business scaling. Monday. Implement workflow for handling 30% more clients. Tuesday through Wednesday. Create templates for recurring tasks. Thursday. Set up client success system for testimonials. Friday. Increase rates by another 20 to 30% for new clients. Weekend. Finalize first version of passive income product. Week 12. Integration and planning. Monday through Wednesday. Soft launch passive income product. Thursday. Refine financial tracking system. Friday. Review your 90-day journey and identify opportunities. Weekend. Create next 90-day plan with specific targets. Income target. $3,000 plus across combined income streams. If things don't go according to plan, be ready to adapt. For client shortfalls in month 1, leverage your personal network. If service rates lag in month 2, add complementary services that increase project value. If your passive product struggles in month 3, pivot to a smaller offering to build momentum. This blueprint is adaptable to your circumstances. Working full-time. Focus on weekends and extend to 120 to 150 days. Full-time student. Concentrate efforts during less demanding academic periods. The key is consistent progress through each phase. Track 3 metrics weekly: income generated, high-value hours worked, and next phase progress. This simple accountability system prevents drift and maintains progress regardless of motivation fluctuations. Take Sarah's example, a psychology major with a packed schedule. During academic crunch times, she maintained existing clients. During breaks, she dedicated 25 to 30 hours weekly to sprint through multiple phases. By extending to 120 days and working with her schedule, she reached her $10,000 goal despite challenges. This blueprint provides both structure and flexibility. You'll always know your next step while having room to adapt based on what works best. By following this plan, you're building valuable. The mindset shift from consumer to creator, the $10,000 difference. That entrepreneur's mindset I mentioned earlier isn't just a nice bonus feature. It's actually the hidden operating system running beneath this entire $10,000 blueprint. Here's something fascinating. Two students can follow the identical 90-day roadmap we've been discussing, use the same platforms, target the same clients, and have practically identical skills. Yet one will hit $10,000 while the other struggles to make $500. The shocking truth: your income will never outgrow your self-image, and there are specific thought patterns that literally reprogram your brain from just a broke student to successful entrepreneur. Let's get real about what separates the $10,000 earners from everyone else. It's about moving from a consumer mindset to a creator mindset. Think about how most students approach their financial lives. They consume education, products, content, and wait for permission to succeed. They're passive participants waiting for opportunities. The creator mindset flips this approach. Instead of asking, "What can I get?" creators ask, "What can I build?" Instead of waiting for permission, they give themselves permission. Instead of seeing obstacles as stop signs, they see them as detours. Consider Olivia, a nursing student at Michigan. For 3 months, I kept telling myself I wasn't ready to charge professional rates because I wasn't a real designer yet. Then one day I realized, nobody was going to tap me on the shoulder and tell me I was ready. I had to decide I was ready. The month after that mindset shift, her income jumped from $600 to over $2,800 doing the exact same work. Now let's break down the 5 specific thought patterns that $10,000 earners consistently demonstrate. First, they practice ownership thinking. When something goes wrong, they never blame the client, the platform, or market conditions. They immediately ask, "What can I do differently?" Jason, a business major at Penn State, lost 3 clients in 1 week when a competitor undercut his prices. Instead of complaining, he created a premium service package his competitor couldn't match and replaced all 3 clients with higher-paying ones within 2 weeks. Second, $10,000 earners think in systems, not one-offs. Where average side hustlers celebrate landing a single client, top earners immediately ask, "How can I turn this into a repeatable process?" Zach, a computer science student at Georgia Tech, documented every step of his first successful project and created templates. When his next opportunity came, he completed in 3 hours what had previously taken 12. Third, they embrace valuable imperfection over perfectionism. They understand that a good solution delivered today creates more opportunity than a perfect solution delivered next month. Mia, an art major at UCLA, launched her design service before she felt ready. "My early work wasn't my best," she admitted, "but I improved faster because I was working with real clients giving real feedback, not just practicing in isolation." Fourth, successful side hustlers maintain unwavering belief despite evidence to the contrary. During weeks when no one responds to proposals or a client ghosts them, they see it as a temporary data point in a longer journey. When Tyler, an engineering student at MIT, went 2 weeks without a single response, he doubled his outreach and refined his messaging. The following week, he landed 3 clients worth over $4,000. Fifth, they practice realistic optimism. They acknowledge challenges while maintaining confidence in their ability to overcome them. When Sophia from Columbia University faced a difficult client situation, she told me, "I didn't pretend everything was fine, but I also didn't catastrophize. I thought, this is tough, but I've got the skills to handle it." The difference between consumer and creator mindsets reminds me of 2 hikers facing the same mountain. The consumer stands at the base, staring up, saying, "Someone should build an elevator here." The creator starts mapping a path, thinking, "I wonder which route will give me the best view." Both see the same challenge, but one waits for solutions while the other creates them. When a client goes silent, the consumer thinks, "They didn't like me," and gives up. The creator thinks, "They're busy people. How can I add value and re-engage them?" Ethan from Arizona State followed up with a potential client by sending a helpful article related to their business problem. That thoughtful action resulted in a $1,800 project. When facing unfamiliar tasks, the consumer says, "I don't know how, so I can't accept." The creator says, "I don't know how yet, but I'll figure it out." Lauren, a marketing major at University of Texas, had never built an email automation sequence when requested. Instead of declining, she asked for 3 extra days to research. She learned what she needed, delivered excellently, and now specializes in email marketing at $85 per hour. When receiving criticism, the consumer takes it personally. The creator thinks, "Great, free consulting on how to improve." Daniel, a finance student at NYU, told me about a client who initially rejected his analysis report. Instead of arguing, he thanked them for the feedback, made changes, and delivered a revised version the next day. That client later referred him to 3 colleagues. This mindset shift doesn't require years of therapy or major personality changes. You can begin rewiring neural pathways with this simple 10-minute daily practice. 1. What value can I create today? Not, what can I get today? 2. What problem am I excited to solve? Not, what do I have to do today? 3. What one small thing can I improve in my business? Not, what's wrong with my business? Kevin, an economics major at UC Berkeley, committed to this practice for 30 days. At first it felt weird and forced, he told me. But by week 3, I noticed I was automatically thinking about problems differently. My first thought wasn't I can't do this anymore. It was, how might I approach this? His monthly income doubled during this period because his approach to opportunities transformed. For stubborn limiting beliefs, use this framework. First, write down the belief exactly as it appears in your mind. Second, find one concrete example that disproves it. Third, create a replacement belief that acknowledges reality while opening possibilities. Old belief. No one will pay me professional rates because I'm just a student. Contradicting evidence. Maya, a sophomore with similar experience, earns $45 per hour. New belief. Some clients value results over credentials, and I can position myself to attract those clients. This isn't about positive thinking. It's about accurate thinking that doesn't unnecessarily limit your potential. When progress feels slow, successful side hustlers maintain momentum by focusing on process goals instead of outcomes, breaking challenges into smaller components, using momentum partners for accountability. These relationships help students earn 40% more than those going it alone, and maintaining progress trackers that visualize growth over time. Well guys, we've reached the finish line of our $10,000 roadmap. The truth is, your success isn't about some magical formula or secret hack. It's about taking this 90-day plan and actually doing something with it. Look at your screen right now. This is literally day 1 of your journey if you choose it to be. The students who crush their financial goals are the ones who start today instead of someday. So here's my question. Which quick cash skill are you going to tackle this week? Drop a comment below with your choice. Your $10,000